if you guys are ever in Geneva, looking for a church or want to visit a church, Audacious Church Geneva. We meet at 2 p.m. every Sunday. Yeah, you're welcome to join us.
Yeah, I think they're good people. Definitely have out for them. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm.
And then after that, I'll just go home and chill.
Mm.
Might watch Love Is Blind UK tonight.
How far have you gotten?
I think we're 3 episodes before the reunion.
Oh, so like 2/3 in, or
Yeah, pretty much.
oh, so you've passed the vacation.
Oh yeah, long.
Yeah.
We're like the episode we're gonna watch next is the one about picking the wedding dresses. And
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the part I find most boring.
yeah,
Yeah. Like both for the men and women, it's just really not.
yeah. I think for everybody they fast forward through the part where they get into the car like at the wedding place, wedding venue, and then their family comes in or their parents and they like. I fast forward to that every single time. It always bores me.
But I'm thinking maybe this might be a gender difference, because I mean, I think everything that's in there, Netflix thinks that it will attract attention. I mean, that's their business, right? So,
I don't think it does.
well, I mean, because for me, like, I definitely tune out when it's the women picking their dresses. But obviously, I'm sure that women will tune in.
Yeah, get some like.
Especially for that.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the same thing with these others.
But also at the same time, the men are picking their outfits too, right? Because it's back and forth between the men and the women, and both of them still boring it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little bit more interested in the men because, okay, yeah, I can see myself, but marginally, yeah. Yeah, Love Is Blind UK. No, we're still in the pods part, and
Which is always the best part.
we've just finished when the the long-haired guy,
Hananiah, the German, right?
yeah, when he throws the other guy under the bus and says that he's not here for the right reason,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's
Keep watching; it gets better.
oh yeah. Well, we were discussing it and figured that the only way you can do that is if you really have solid evidence.
Yeah.
And it definitely, I mean, I don't know what happens later, but at that stage, it definitely sounds like he has kind of cobbled together, things that the other guy might have said here and there, but nothing conclusive. And you can't stab somebody in the back on the strength of that sort of thing.
Yeah, which is something I'm surprised a lot of the guest contestants don't do more. Is asking a girl maybe they're not as interested in or no longer interested in. Oh, what do you think about so and so? How is she in the living quarters? What are the things she said or done that maybe you think are good or bad? Well, maybe they do and they don't show us on the final cut on the TV. But I would do that because talking to somebody one on one, you get only one perspective of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then talking to somebody else who's living with them day to day without cell phones, constant attention, talking. They kind of to show their real selves, essentially. And it'll be good to have that question.
Yeah.
I would ask at least.
I mean, one thing that I noticed they haven't shown in any of these series is the actual like sleeping quarters of the men or women. They only show that living room space with that villa kitchen. What do you want to games? Well, I'm just wondering how they're living. We're talking about people who've
Probably live in a hotel. Like,
well, but like I'm also wondering. So these are people who've taken at least 2 weeks or so out of their lives. 1 week for the pods, 1 week for the holiday, or 10 days, and they only show us that little segment. I mean, I guess at some stage they're going to have a making of, and it would be good to see. And it would be good to see
a
them
podcast and talk about, oh, this is how we live and this is how we eat, and on downtime when we're not filming. I'm sure somebody else
because I
spilled the beans.
and I also wonder, like, so if they're there in the pods for like whatever few days, like what do they do with the rest of the day? I mean, they're not dating all day or 9 to 5.
And you think this is no internet, no phone, no internet.
Oh yeah,
because you can't Google another. They don't want you to Googling another contestant or finding more research about someone else or anything like that. So I think it's no internet, no phones, no nothing.
that sounds like such a peaceful thing to me. Like that actually sounds like a pretty cool vacation, actually.
For 10 days, you could do it.
I mean, I like the idea.
They might get TV. I don't know. Who knows or whatever.
Yeah, we get Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Why not? Watch the other seasons. Get some ideas.
Yeah.
But that'll be interesting. Something fun to do. I've thought about organizing like a 1-day Love is Blind session, like blind dating session.
Like you would organize?
Yeah.
Okay. How would that work?
Well, you get 20 guys, 20 girls together. Figure out one way without them seeing each other before the actual dating part starts. Maybe you ask the woman to come 20 minutes early, or you ask the men to come at one specific time, and then you sort of build some sort of format where they can talk and hear each other but not see each other. And then you have 10 minutes with a girl, and you have a conversation. You take notes, and then you rotate. You wrote down who you want to see again, who you don't, and if it's a match, we give you their contact information. You get to see them for the first time. Or if it's a match, right then and there, we do like a reveal, that thing like they do in the show. You know, like one guy was on the side, and then the reveal, and then
That's a really good idea. And it makes me think of, you know, those blind restaurants, like where you eat in the dark. Well, that could be a way of having this happen, you know, having people, you know, paired off in darkness. Be one way to look around. But I really like the idea. You
that'll be a lot of fun.
try and organize it? I mean, I'm happy to help, and you know, it really sounds like something fun to do.
And people would definitely sign on.
Yeah.
Because the show's quite fun.
Yeah. The show's popular. We just need to work a bit on, like, you know, execution.
Yeah.
But I
The
think
hardest part would be separating the men and the women and having them talk without seeing each other.
yeah. I think when it comes to pitching it, also it'd be good to have women involved. Like, you know, the same way in Love is Blind, the hosts are a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we could come in as like two couples and be like, "Yay, we're the hosts."
Go on.
And you know, like, be approachable, affable, like the host in the show. You know.
Speed dating, but blind, essentially.
Yeah.
Could be quite fun.
It's Love is Blind sight unseen.
No.
Love is Blind speed version.
Tell us in the comments, guys. Like, you want to attend such an event?
Yeah. What?
Or if you have already.
Yeah. How much would you pay to participate? Yeah.